Hey, what's up everybody, Jayborino here. I'm playing Shattered Void. This is a mini prologue campaign that supposedly takes place as a prologue to Vortex of the Void by Narudek. Shattered Void prologue campaign is a continuation of the Vortex of the Void campaign, picking up after the defeat of Malzar, after the defeat. Alright, so I guess I'm a little confused on if this is a prologue or an epilogue because it's saying after the defeat of Malzar. Malzar is the person we killed at the end of Vortex of the Void in Mission 6, so I suppose we will see.
Oblivion is all that awaits you.
Well, I certainly like the look of this so far, and I believe we're going to be playing as Protoss with the skins of the Tal'Darim that we saw in Whispers of Oblivion, which a lot of people wanted to be able to use, so I look forward to this. This will be pretty cool. So let's get started right away. Narudek always having some somewhat interesting gameplay mechanics, but mostly really cool custom units. The Tal'Darim are a sect and group of sects that stand apart from both the Kali and Nerazim. They do not use the Kala and are not part of the main Protoss body. Alrighty, so I'm assuming the prologue, basically where this takes place in the timeline of Vortex of the Void, will be cleared up once we get started here. This ancient chamber contains a Xel'Naga artifact. If we obtain it, we can use it as a key into Laris' temple. The only problem is the Zerg. Oh, okay. Very quick opening. We should prepare an army. The Zerg will sense our presence here. Okay, let's check this out. Prologue. After Malzar's death, the shattered Tal'Darim forces retreated into many worlds. The leader of a small Tal'Darim force called Zeros desired to open the Temple of Laris and awaken the ancient hybrid. He thinks that it will serve him forever as his personal slave, destroying whomever he desires. Alright, so this is saying it's after Malzar's death. So I assume that answers my question from before, which was that Malzar was in fact a leader of the Tal'Darim, but I suppose I'm just a little confused at, I mean, if this is after Malzar's death. I'm not really clear on when this actually is taking place. It is possible that this is actually an epilogue, but I'm not really sure. So we have Zeros here. What does he have? Shadow Missile. Shoots a Shadow Missile that deals damage to target enemy. Okay. Cooldown 4. He has 15, which I assume possibly recharge, but he can only shoot 15 at a time before they have to start recharging. Interesting. Okay, so I got some pylons up now so we can get some more probes, and I really love the red Protoss skins. This is very cool. We have, like, it's not just the color, it's actually a totally different skin for this, so like the photon cannon, for example, and it's something that I pointed out in my Whispers of Oblivion playthrough, is you can tell, like, the ridges and the angles of the Tal'Darim skins are a little more jagged than what you'd expect to see when you're playing as Kali/Nerazim. Daylam, if you will, whatever. It's just a real cool skin, and I just wish that these were more easily accessible to players in multiplayer. I think it would be a little more attractive. I guess I'm not too familiarized with what Blizzard has said is the reason they can't do it. Something about it would slow the game down or something like that. I'm not really familiar with that, but maybe in the future we'll be seeing that in-game. That would be very cool. First thing I'm going to do is, get that Cybernetics core, get another gateway. I don't know what sort of tech we have available. A Stargate and a Robo facility. So maybe all sorts of stuff. Our sentries do have the shield recharge, which is great, so we're going to want to be getting a few more of those. And I guess let's make a Zealot while we sit here and wait, and I'm just going to keep getting more and more probes. Actually, no. I will be getting more pylons. We do not have much space here. I kind of need to move outwards to take some of this space. Let's grab a forge so that we can make cannons if necessary, which it's almost always necessary. Let's grab a warp gate. I mean, look at the cyber core. It's similar. Excuse me. Woo. It's similar, but not quite similar. It's got, I don't know, something about that top circle. It's seems a little different. I like it though. I mean, even if it was just the different colors, this would be pretty cool. I'm gonna get 2 sentries for the shield recharge. Let's get in there. Oh, okay, so that seems like the Shadow Missile. Oh, okay. So, he shoots those like fucking rapid fire. The cooldown is how fast it takes for them to recharge so that you can build up more. That's pretty neat. Our Stalkers do not have Barrage. I think that was exclusive to the Vortex of the Void Stalkers, which was a different faction of Protoss, so it makes sense that we don't have those. I like the Shadow Missiles, though. That's pretty cool. Zero shaping up to be a cool hero so far, and maybe, again, either I'm mistaken about where this takes place in the timeline, or there's going to be some sort of twist where Malzar was killed in the past and is resurrected at some point, and it's a prologue. I really have no idea. We'll see. Okay, so let's go ahead and just keep trying to get this warp gate out as fast as possible. We've got our 3rd gateway. I would love to get a robo facility just to see what we have accessible to us. I assume at the Stargate we would have Void Rays, and that would probably be it because there's no fleet beacon. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm not huge into going mass Void Rays. I mean, it's fun occasionally to just do a shit ton, right? But overall, I mean, it's not really that necessary. I see the bonus objective is to destroy the hive clusters because the Zerg are in our way, trying to get to our master. Is this? No, it's not our master. We're just trying to free this hybrid. Maybe we'll have control of it or not. So I believe this is supposed to have 2 missions total. I don't know when the second mission is coming out. As I always say, there's no rush, but I will probably play it within a couple weeks of it being released. So, oh my god, the forge looks so cool. Look at this. Oh my god, that's so neat. I love these skins. I love the Tall Dream skins. So it's cool to see a custom map where these are available. Oh, hey, we got some resources back there. The Zerg forces are tunneling into our base. All right, let's have a Nidus Worm pop up out of nowhere here. Let's get some stalkers, and we need some pylons. Oh my word, that is many pings. Okay, so it wasn't necessarily a. Okay, oh, I lost a sentry up there. That's expensive. It wasn't necessarily a Nidus Worm. They just burrowed in, which is actually pretty cool. Okay, and this guy still has a normal, pretty good attack with a range of 7. So he's an Archon, but not really an Archon because he has a lot of health. And he has a pretty large ranged attack. Let's keep getting our upgrades here. And let's... Okay, I've got my robo facility. We're going to need some more cannons. I do like that Narudek has a habit of making enemy attacks come out kind of all over the place. Really keeps you on your toes, so you can't just bottleneck one area. Oh my god, look at the robo facility. It's so neat. No Colossi, actually, so we're going to need actually a warp prism if we want to get anything down there, which is unfortunate because I hate dropping. If you haven't... I mean... Many of you may have watched a lot of my other playthroughs. I just hate doing it. I don't know why. I'm really averse to it. And you know why? Actually, it's very straightforward why I hate it. I'm lazy. And the extra clicks that it would take to not only just build this warp prism, which I'm going to do, but then put something inside of it, take it over, unload it, put it back in, bring it back over. That's like 10 seconds worth of work just to get 100 minerals. Is it worth it? No. Shit, I just wasted a chrono boost. I am so displeased with myself. Let's go ahead and throw down... Let's get some pylons out here so that we can start building outwards a little bit. And we will get some immortals because it seems like there's roaches on this map. We are going to have to take out these 3 battle cruisers. I have no idea why there would possibly be battle cruisers on this map. When you mouse over these, it doesn't tell you what kind of faction they're with, so I really have no idea who these Terran are, why they're trying to imprison a hybrid. I mean, it makes sense why something would imprison a hybrid. Hybrid are assholes, right? So anybody should be kind of out to imprison them. Okay, let's come on down here. Is there anything else to pick up? No, it's just this. Pick this guy back up. Let's check around. You know what? It was connected. I did not need to make a warp prism, but now I have one. So I can use it to reinforce. I can have it follow up behind my other stuff. Sure. All right, I was wrong. I was wrong. I'm not afraid to admit it. Okay, so we got some extra pylons now. Let's keep getting some more probes. And maybe I will make a Stargate and get a couple Void Rays to back us up. I mean, the real charm of this so far is certainly the skins, being able to play with the Dark Protoss, the Tal'Darim. It would be actually kind of cool, and I know that they're not the type of group to do this, but it would be cool if Blizzard went back to Wings of Liberty and updated the Tal'Darim to have these skins, or even the Heart of the Swarm skins, where they were like greenish when they were hanging out with Narud. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but oh yeah, there's the Immortal with the cool cannons too. I love it. And you can see they've all got these. They've all got the occasional little pointy things attached to them. With again, it's just the different angles that you see on the Tal'Darim buildings. They're very different and very neat. All right, let's keep getting more and more pylons because we're near supply blocked again. And I'm trying to spend my money as fast as I get it, and I really just do not have a reasonable-sized force to push out. Unless this is, I mean, it doesn't seem super challenging, but we would certainly need more cannons if we want to stay in base, or if we want to bring all of our stuff and push out with what we have while leaving pretty much everything else in base. So I'm also not really one to get a Stargate on top of 3 warp gates and a robo facility. One, because I can't really afford to produce off what I have, but second, I just kind of want to see what we have. I want to see what we have the ability to make. So let's just do that. Let's throw this down, and I'm also going to get like a cannon back here just in case, because the Zerg apparently like to tunnel all around our base, and if we just scatter some cannons around, we'll be fine. I'm going to get one more. This probe is stuck, actually. Let's get him out. It's out. I don't know. Probes are robots. All right, let's throw this down. There we go. We've got all sorts of defenses here. The one thing I think would be neat is if we had the ability to make those beam cannons, which we saw for maybe only one mission, maybe 1 or 2 missions in Vortex of the Void. I don't know what those were. Zerg forces are tunneling into our base. That's fine. Alright, I'm going to hotkey this because I want to bring it up behind so that I can warp things in. And yeah, all sorts of stuff tunneling in here, but again, I just sort of peppered cannons all over my base. That's right, I said peppered. I peppered cannons all throughout my base. Oh, these are mine. Why are these my battle cruisers? I mean, I could just destroy this. This doesn't seem right. I'm not sure. Reach the artifact, but we have battle cruisers. But I can't get them over to where, I can't get them to my forces. I feel like they probably shouldn't be mine. I may be totally incorrect, but that certainly seems like something that should not be. Alright, we can't make, well, we already have charge, but I was going to say we can't make a Twilight Council, which would be pretty neat. We have a lot of cannons now to protect me. Oh my god, look at the Stargate. Oh, it's so cool. Alright, I think it's about time. Let's just get a bunch more Zealots, and we are going to be supply blocked, and we don't really have enough minerals to get more, so I take everything I said back. Let's just take what we have and get going here. You can kind of stay in the back, warp prism. Okay, let's get in there. You blink away. What just happened? Oh, it was a Viper. I'm like, what the fuck was that? All right, why don't you go ahead and deploy here. And let's get a few more Zealots, because we lost pretty much everything. Not everything. We're fine. We definitely need more anti-air, though. I mean, I'm taking out small bits of stuff. It's one thing I've noticed with these campaigns, seems to be pretty common, is there's just, like, random little enemy outposts that are just sort of all over the place. Let's go ahead and get 2 more. Well, 1 more gateway. That's fine. That's really all we can afford to produce off of. We got Void Rays coming. I would love to get another Immortal as well. Okay, and we have our first Void Ray coming in, or it's there already. Cool. So let's wrap it up, Warp Prism. You're going to be following up pretty soon, but I want to kind of make a beeline to that hive. And I'm hopeful that I don't get grabbed again by those assholes, those Vipers, because that was my hero. Granted, there's no objective that says zeros must survive. That's pretty common, though, for Narudek campaigns. He makes it so that you can pretty much, you can always lose something, and it's not a problem. All right, Void Ray, don't die, you know, for no reason to 1 spore colony. All right, get in there again. Let's move this bad boy up and deploy it. Okay, and my Void Ray is doing okay. We have a second Void Ray coming in. Let's warp in some more Zealots, because all of mine died. You cannot warp in on ramps. I never knew that. Okay, Void Ray is really holding it down. I only needed a couple. Hey, look at that! It was not in vain what we can do. Well, I could have blinked up here, too, in retrospect. But let's go ahead and drop these assholes off. There we go. We got some extra money, which actually I really needed. All right, all my Zealots are just dying carelessly to colonies, but that's okay. Let's group on up. Let's go ahead and deploy this. We can call in more Zealots. And I think, yeah, we've got more gateways now. Let's get a couple more Void Rays, because we got some free cash. Let's get another Immortal. 2 more Immortals, actually. That's a lot. All right. It's more than I probably need. We'll get some more Pylons. And now that our warp gates are open, we can get some Zealots. Never mind. I spent all my money on more specialized units, but I think it's going to be worth it. Because if you look at what's been happening, we've kept our... Oh my god, I lost my other Void Ray, didn't I? Carelessly. Just like I said I shouldn't do, I lost it pretty carelessly. The Void Rays look really cool, too, with these skins. I love it. Okay, so I assume that these assets are in the editor, so you can make whatever you want with them. Or at least I assume. I assume these weren't custom-made based off of Whispers of Oblivion. I know some assets were made from that, but like this seems like I think it was taken almost directly from... Whispers of Oblivion. I don't know. They must have added those assets to the editor. Or maybe I'm just totally wrong. Let's get some more Stalkers. Cool, and we're looking good. Let's keep going. And battle cruisers, I can't use F2 because they're gonna do whatever they do. The Zerg forces are tunneling into our base. I have a ton of cannons at home, though, so I have a feeling I'll be okay. I could get even more, just to be safe. Never hurts, right? Okay, I mean, it hurts only because I don't have much money. Once all of this creep recedes, which I don't have an observer, so I can't actually get the creep to recede, but it would be nice. Let's go ahead and deploy this. I'm going to get this gas, even though I really don't need this gas. There we go. And hop back in, buddy. Go ahead and undeploy, and we're going to drop him off. See how much time that took? What a waste of time. I mean, that's also because I'm not really that good. All right, we're stopping the drones from rebuilding. I can tell they want to rebuild. Fuck them. Alrighty, so we took out one hive, then we can take this base here momentarily once we can get the creep to recede. So maybe we'll leave like one stalker behind. That's an immortal. We don't need that. Let's leave like one stalker behind. Let's deploy this and get a couple stalkers. Honestly, I kind of like using a warp prism to reinforce. I never thought I'd say that, but it's easier than having to build pylons and worry about that shit. Okay, so let's continue. I do like the mapping here, but that's actually pretty cool. Detached statue head. Could have just said dismembered head, but it's clearly a statue. All right, so hey, get to it, stalker. And can we build the nexus here? It's close. It's going to be close. No, of course not. So there's one up here, I'm sure. And no, we killed that one already. Come on, creep. Come on, creep. Come on, creep. There we go. No problem. Get a pylon here. And do I need... yeah, sure. Just in case, we'll just get a couple zealots, because we're kind of out of money here. We should probably get some more probes to transfer them when it's time, and let's actually just go and win. Not win, I mean, I'll go over and kill the other hive, too, even though it's sort of unnecessary. Sort of unnecessary, but I'll do it. I have more than enough stuff now, I think. So let's just get over there. Kill the overlords, too. Fuck those overlords. Whoa, Zealot, you're getting crazy, buddy. Look at that. Saved by the sentries. All right, let's just cut across the map and take care of this now, too. Zealot, you can just hang out. Let's get, I would say even another... Just get a bunch of immortals, because immortals are cool. Immortal Void Ray seems certainly like one of the coolest combinations ever. Let's get air weapons, and probably could, you know, I could stand to get a bunch of sentries just because they're going to be real cheap for what I've got, because I've got so much gas but no minerals. Picking up more gas, actually. I assume we have to go this way. And once we get close to the ramp, we'll deploy that warp prism. We'll get a bunch of sentries, because it's about time. Let's go ahead and get a bunch more probes as well. Not enough energy. There we go. So let's transfer a bunch of these guys, too. That's not a bunch, but it's a decent amount. More immortals coming out. Let's keep going here. Alrighty. I just got home from work. I'm a little off my game. I usually give myself some time before I start recording. This is fine. Alrighty. So let's get a bunch of sentries. By a bunch, I mean 5, because I don't really have the minerals to continue producing off of anything else. Let's go! There we go. And they actually have a decent amount of stuff up here. I mean, I'm not really worried, but... Oh, there go my battle cruisers. Battle cruisers, that's fine. You won't be in my way once we have to push over there. Okay, I wonder if they were, like, mind-controlled. Maybe that's the justification. They were mind-controlled Terran. Alright, keep pushing up here, and as we get more and more probes, mining minerals, we can make more Void Rays, because Void Rays are neat. Apparently only people in Silver League use Void Rays. Joke's on you! I am in Silver League. Okay, we got both of the hives. I actually am in Silver League. I feel like I'm a better player than Silver League, but I don't play enough multiplayer to ever rank up. I mean, I just placed maybe last week, and it's the first time I tried playing 1v1s for probably over a year at this point. And yeah, I placed into silver. I did lag out in one of my matches, though, so that's fine. The Zerg forces are tunneling into our base again. That's fine. Excuse me. So if you watch my upload coming up on Wednesday, I actually tell the same story, because I am really unoriginal. So have fun listening to me talk about how I'm in Silver League there, too. But I recorded that yesterday, and then I started just now talking about it, and got a little... and then I realized, I'm like, oh god, I'm saying the same thing. Gotta own up to it. So that's why I just admitted that I am, in fact, telling the exact same story. Oh, fuck off. Maybe this will be enough. We'll see. Okay, let's start building some cannons. Yeah, we should be fine here. Okay, focus fire, focus fire. We can always blink out if necessary. We've got a cannon coming in. No, the bounce, you dicks. I guess blinking doesn't really matter that much when that happens. Alright, that's fine. These cannons will be done in time. We can even make some more stalkers here. And warp prism, let's go. And I'm assuming we have enough here. Again, we're on normal difficulty. We are closer to the chamber. Brethren, keep your eyes open. We don't know how the Zerg base is fortified. Okay, I'm glad I built an observer, because they have swarm hosts. And that is our only form of detection, because we don't have oracles with revelation or anything like that. Alright, let's continue. Let's go ahead and just deploy this here. That's fine. Coming in from behind us, it seems like. We're going to get some zealots, even though our zealots pretty much instantly die in almost every engagement. Let's get going. Oh yeah, and if it hasn't been made clear yet, the zealots have been changed. They don't say "we cannot hold" anymore. They say "we embrace the glory of battle," which I think is a nice little Easter egg change by Blizzard. Because I mean, it wasn't really fitting of zealots to basically sound like they're fucking scared of being in battle. They wanna die. How many times have zealots made it clear that they would give their life for their homeworlds? Which is funny because of how many of them escaped through a portal, leaving their homeworld behind. But hey, who am I to judge, alright? These guys are more in shape than I ever will be and are willing to give their lives and for pretty much anything. Alright, yeah, look at this zealot. He's getting held up by the Sentry heal. That's actually pretty cool. Well, he's dead now. Okay, we're forcing our way through this base. We're making our way there, and sure, let's make some more stuff. Let's make a bunch more stuff. It's a lot of stuff. Actually, we're gonna be supply block. We are supply block, but that's fine. The mission is pretty much over. So let's head on over here. I actually like the Stalker blasts that are red too. It's one small thing. It's a lot of little small things when you get new skins like this that it's hard to notice. But pretty much everything looks at least slightly different than they look in with the standard skin. All right, we took out this base. Let's get there. We're gonna destroy the tomb and unleash a hybrid. I feel like this is probably a bad idea, but we are the Tal'Darim. We're full of bad ideas. There we go. The artifact is now mine. Now we can close on Laris' temple. I will succeed where Melzar failed. Why did he become a High Templar? So I think that's Malash from Whispers of Oblivion. I like his face model. Facial. I like his facial model, not face model. Cool. So I assume this is the end, or did it kick us back? Yep, that's it. Okay. Well, this seems pretty neat. And again, I believe there's one other mission to this mini campaign. I have no idea if this is actually meant to be a prologue or what. It seems more like an epilogue to me because Malzar is certainly dead. Alrighty, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye now.